Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how you can beat Hercule Rush for the 5th tag, the 5th stage of the new Hercule Rush, and yeah, basically cover it all. Now the Hercule Rush and the challenge is pretty straightforward. You want to design your team around two concepts: special damage. You want to do as much special damage as possible, and you want to have as many blue cards in your Rising Rush as possible when you fire it, ideally 3 at the minimum. You don't necessarily need the 4th, it's not how it works, but having 3 is pretty much required. For this we have Goku Black, who creates blue cards on his green, and we have Trunks to provide some support. Both Goku Black and Trunks give a 10 timer count damage inflicted buff, so basically we want to set everything up so we can switch rapidly from Trunks to Goku Black. We also have to make sure that we have Trunks switch in 3 times so that he can proc another 30% damage inflicted buff for allies who are Future Saga event exclusive or Vegeta's clan. Because of this team setup works very well with event exclusive characters or future characters. I'm using Cooler because he's event exclusive, which means he's easily available to characters to players who do the Huzzah event. In fact, all 3 of these characters are. But it would be easier if you replace Cooler with one of the options below. Trunks and Goku Black are first choice, largely because of their special damage and full benefit from the party. The other characters benefit not from the full bonus of Trunks, but they still benefit and can clear the event just due to their raw stats and high special damage. Ideally, if you are going to switch to anyone that isn't Goku Black or Trunks, in terms of your attacker options, you're going to need to make sure that you change the blue Trunks out for someone who gives an unconditional higher buff on sub. Trunks will still give them a buff, but it's just not the same. In terms of building up the Rising Rush, it's pretty straightforward. Build up your Rush, and while doing so, switch to Trunks at the minimum 3 times. I do it like 4 times to play it safe. Wait until you have 1 blue and green, and then switch to Goku Black and use his main. This will leave you with 2 greens and a blue. Use both of those greens to give yourself 2 more special cards, totaling in 3. Then switch immediately back to Trunks, use his main, switch immediately to Cooler, and then use his main so that you have, at the minimum, 4 blue cards. I did this challenge twice over, just to make sure that everything works very, very nice, to make everything work out pretty well. So, all in all, it should come together quite nicely. I think ultimately it is a very straightforward situation. I think for the most part we'll end up having a very, very good time here. So all in all, for me, this one worked pretty nicely. Like I said, very, very consistent. Just make sure that you are switching from Trunks to Goku Black or Goku Black to Trunks to Cooler very quickly. So have your Rising Rush set up, make sure that Trunks' sub-timer count is down, because Goku Black's buff only lasts 10 timer counts, and so does Trunks. So you basically have to switch Goku Black immediately into Trunks, immediately main, immediately into Cooler, and then hit Rising Rush. You only have 10 timer counts to kind of do the full transition.